Send it to me too.
Niggas.
So apparently raw dick is addictive.
This nigga,
Wait, what?
We ain't say all dick.
No, I said raw dick.
That's what you said.
You make
No,
a
she
connection
said
with
that.
somebody.
She said you
That-
make a
that's
connection.
what she
She not
said.
lying though.
Example.
That's
Jay,
why I can't leave it
watch
alone.
what you say, boy.
Yeah.
You know, he like to play both sides. Watch
You
it.
know somebody for a year with 100, you
Not on
got
that.
the same way about the
That's right.
Nah.
No, he don't really, when he off the show, he himself.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a whole act. I promise you.
Oh, it's an act.
So you say raw dick is a
You
dick.
motherfucker.
You
It's
gotta
a
create
different type of
conflict.
connection.
Okay, let me
Like,
ask this right here. So then it's
cut the live back on.
hold on.
Jake?
Is it safe to say that it's because that guy you chose to go raw, you was already attracted to and like?
Yep. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not the
Facts.
raw dick.
It's locked.
That's what
It's
I'm
like him plus the dick
Nah,
plus
I'm
the.
trying to get y'all to understand like the level of it is like
Cold.
it's like
This nigga don't know it's cold.
If you say you addicted to a nigga,
I don't.
You don't know
That
it's
nigga been doing this for about 4 years.
He talking about.
It makes it so much easier to walk away.
for raw dick.
You
this
late,
nigga
brother.
went
You
to
not ready.
845-665.
We'll see it.
It's there.
It's in. He told this thing. He been. He
You had
been
to
talking.
you had to do it on that phone to remember.
Yeah, he got. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 5.
Do that shit.
Yeah, they said.
Every
They
night.
said raw. Yeah, they said raw
Squat
thing.
challenge.
thing.
One side 50 air squats every night.
Yeah, I say that
Next
too
month
because
do
obviously,
150.
like you said,
We don't
the
get an
person
option to
I'm,
get a cat raw.
Next
I'm
month do
picking to
350.
go raw
Every
is
night.
somebody I got a connection with anyway.
This a whole thing for me?
Nah, I was saying you want some.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta zoom in. Zoom in. Go like this. Pinch. Pinch.
Pinch.
Pinch.
You
Pinch.
gotta take it off live to pinch it.
Take it off and then go.
I got it ultra wide.
This nigga left you a corner. Nah, I'm straight. Hell no. I was off that shit. I this right here. I had. They put it in the
Hold
car.
on.
That y'all said.
Nigga, for real.
It's live?
Addictive.
It's live?
Are you singing?
It's live?
Yeah, I was, but
That y'all saying raw dick
boy, yeah.
is addictive. How many niggas y'all going raw with?
I ain't gonna lie.
It ain't live yet.
None of them except for this one right here.
You say that so proud, but you need to get rid of this nigga. Like, what?
No, if you would have heard,
What we talking
heard
about?
the
I'm gonna get rid of the
conversation.
nigga, but damn.
Nah, but no, you.
I gotta get the nigga one more time.
The more you get the dick, the harder it's
See?
gonna be.
Big
How about
sister.
that? She ain't doing that wrong.
Exactly.
Nah, she not down with
Big sister.
Wow.
Cause I'm gonna be 100 with you. We all grown in
Wow.
here. Be a real ass nigga. If you dig a bitch down, excuse me, I'm gonna say a bitch. If you dig a young lady down the correct way, and you hitting it raw, no matter what you do, she gonna give you a chance. You gotta cut that nigga off. When you recognize this shit, you gotta cut that nigga off. Cause a nigga gonna do what you allow him to do. If you allow him to keep
That's
fucking
fucking
you over,
you.
he gonna keep fucking you over and keep fucking you at the same
Fucking you
time.
good.
Fucking you
As long
good.
as
Fucking
he eat
you
this
up.
ass with.
What?
Bruh, it's not that
So,
easy.
like, eat your ass y'all good?
That's what, you see what I'm saying, G?
I got you.
G.
Over the back.
Hold on, Trey.
Right now.
love a big boy.
That shit ain't live, bro. God, yeah.
It ain't live.
It ain't live, bro.
If I said to myself,
Not never.
better not ever tie my name to nobody.
But having trouble.
Don't refresh so we
starting
can see another ass.
live. Hold on.
Nigga eat ass, it's a go.
Yeah, that's what they want, bro. I was on live
Like,
today,
if we got it
Niggas a
understood,
bunch.
bro. Niggas
Say
is,
what?
nigga, he ate it for lunch,
Close it, go back to it.
breakfast, and dinner.
What?
Lunch is, like,
That's him. Niggas out here just eating ass.
So y'all think it's a munching a nigga who eat ass too, right?
no, no,
What?
no. What I'm saying.
What is a
my
munch?
legal definition. A munch is
A nigga that came over there and ate pussy and got no
ain't
dick.
got nothing else.
Got
You
nothing
had-
else.
you
That's
had
what a munch
intentions-
is.
You had intentions to get something further.
Yeah,
but
but-
the girl was like, nah, I just want.
Oh.
Yeah.
Basically saying he thought it was more, but
Yeah.
she was like, nah,
That's why.
bro, you
That's
got
just why
some
you
fire
thought I
ass
was
shit.
feeling
That nigga munch.
You a munch.
So-
Sad females don't know what a female says.
Yeah, exactly.
But they-
I ain't know what the fuck that bitch
They
meant.
just be listening to that shit. And be
They be
like,
jealous. Nigga, I'm munch.
I don't listen to that
Oh,
shit.
God.
That's the problem right there. I don't listen to that
So
shit.
max out.
Closing it
That's all
and
right
reopen.
as
it.
hell.
Why y'all know how many munches y'all
Hey,
with?
hey,
Oh.
she's from New York.
Nobody.
The song's
So
still
nobody
Gucci's.
call
I'm sorry.
her just ahead and go on.
It is.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
You say what?
I like the.
You know you got people that you text just for him. I need that.
Well, I got some.
Yeah.
We all got that.
What is this?
You said
Yo,
what?
that's that shit we talk about when the city girls got them acting like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, I got the option.
But I'm not gonna make a song about it. Nobody needs to know that shit. Like,
Yeah, I'm saying. Everybody got their
You
hands
say
on.
that. You say that.
I
but
got
you
kids
don't
in
know
the
the city, though.
That's all I
I
want.
did say that.
You know what you did, so.
I'm DMX off of Belly, nigga. I me in a car. Hey, what's
They got
happening?
that.
He loves y'all lingo.
So you ain't got no
In
money.
I mean, I
Texas,
got some,
it
I
could
just
be
ain't
a
never
nigga
eaten.
Oh,
that
but
like
that's
eat
that city girl.
You got
That's
some
that
lunches?
hot girl shit.
got
That's
some-
that culture.
I ain't gonna lie. Ain't no nigga that in my ass I ain't fucking.
Exactly.
No, that's-
so we
no,
don't really.
so
That's
you
basically
got-
saying
that's a
niggas
month.
in Texas, we don't really do no shit like that.
Come on, come on over here. Come on in the camera.
He gonna be eating from the back and slide to the booty anyway.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm
This
gonna
way, this way.
No, you
Might
ain't
lick a
never
little
done
gooch
that.
here and there.
Wait,
You know,
what?
I got garbage. I ain't gonna lie, I'm licking. I'm
You don't have a
I'm
garbage bag.
saying
You
it's
licking some
mandatory.
what?
No gooch.
So you.
Oh, now you a gooch
have-
lover.
She said it's mandatory.
Hold on, because I need this on live. I need this on
You
live.
have guys that just eat the box of going on.
Well,
Hell yeah, I got a nigga right now trying to pay me $500 to eat cooch.
So that's hold on, wait, whoa,
Phase.
flag on the plate. This nigga said she wasn't fucking nobody else. That's why she went on birth control because you fucking with this one nigga.
What she
But she
say
just
now?
told me right now in front
I
of
said there's a
everybody.
nigga right now
I
that's
gotta
trying to pay $500 to eat cooch. That's what I
Oh,
said.
no, I ain't doing no. I ain't. You no food. You think I'm paying?
Free.
What?
Nigga, God gave it to you for free. I'm not paying them.
You don't want to fuck. The nigga said put a 10-minute timer on for $500.
He's paying her to eat it.
That's what he said. I can tell y'all the
Bitch pay me,
messages.
that's different.
Y'all think
I
I'm
know how
lying?
it work. Yeah.
Y'all think
I'm
I'm lying?
him. What'd he say? I'm him.
No,
Quit playing.
I'm lying. The question is, are you gonna accept that money?
Fuck no. I ain't gonna find him attractive at all.
But you want that money.
That's why he wanna pay.
So you don't find Benjamin's attractive.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. Why am I talking
Yeah,
about
stop lying. Don't
I
lie.
don't give a fuck how much money.
Talk on the camera.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck how much money you got. If I don't find you attractive or I don't want to do sexual things with you, it's not happening. I don't give a fuck if you offer me no money.
You sure?
No.
You positive?
The fuck money
Certain
don't make
amount?
me go crazy.
Certain
no,
amount?
nigga, he could offer me a band right now. My mama still
That's
won't
not
let
enough.
me eat.
More than that.
So you mean to tell me attractiveness pays your bills?
Nigga done offer me $5K to fly to Atlanta and fuck him.
Beating around the year.
Attractiveness pays your bills.
What you
You
mean?
finding him attractive, you say you're not fucking with nobody that you don't find attractive.
Right.
But if he's just attractive and has nothing else to offer you,
That's
What you
attractive.
mean?
He getting
can he pay for your rent for a month? Can he take care of you
Excuse me, this
financially?
thing
Does he
on?
have
But I'm
something to
saying
offer?
that's
to
all
you?
this
gonna,
camera
that's
on me?
all gonna, that's
So-
all gonna
So,
Hold on, one
Sweetie.
mic. We got a question.
Sweetie. Sweetie.
We have a question.
Sweetie. So you mean to tell me a broke nigga that look good can eat the box?
That's what I just told her. No.
But how you know if he broke or got money?
What you mean? I ain't gonna lie. You know when a nigga got money and when he don't got no money.
Niggas design her down.
Cap. If a
Niggas
nigga-
design her down.
Niggas
Niggas
got
be
rental
designing
cars.
Hold on. Silence. I need silence in the room. A real nigga got money, you would never know he got money. A broke nigga, he gonna shine like he
Niggas
got
design her
money.
down. Gucci down to the socks like a big pocket, baby.
I done had a
Nigga
nigga.
do
Look,
not know.
I done had a nigga dress better than me and ask me for some money.
Exactly.
On
That's
his
what I'm
Right.
saying. Come on, exactly.
So what you?
What I'm
what are the
saying is,
indications
you
that this
said,
person
you
is
said,
worth it?
nah, neither way am I telling you to accept it, but you said you're not accepting no money for a nigga to eat the box, but you said the
Right.
nigga attractive, he can eat the box.
No,
So,
I wasn't saying if he was attractive, he could eat the box. I'm just saying if I don't find you attractive, it's probably
right.
it's probably
the same thing.
okay.
The nigga's attractive, you find him attractive, he eat
Okay,
the box.
okay.
So I'm saying, but the man that put no money in your hand, blah blah blah. You just, oh, you are cute. We can go
Oh,
do
I
what
thought
we
y'all
do.
was
That's what I'm
no,
saying.
no.
You know
See,
what I'm
y'all making
saying?
it something
No, no,
different.
no.
I thought we was still on the same topic of giving money and wanting to give head. If the nigga finding he want to give me head and he's offering bread, I'm taking the bread and the head.
So if he
but
fine-
if he's ugly as
Okay,
fuck
I'm just
and he's
asking.
not
I'm
giving,
just asking.
So
you
once
will take
again,
the
we
money.
found out that women are pastoral engineers.
So you will take the
That sound
money.
like a Beat King song I heard before.
saying?
Get that bread,
Get
get
that bread, then leave. Peace out. So I mean, but that's what I wanted to hear. I didn't want you to be around the bush. I wanted you to say, yeah, I would accept the money if everything else aligns. You know what I'm saying? But the lame niggas in your DM, no. So from there, if you lame in her DM,
Get out
but
of
if
there.
you
Y'all
got
y'all don't get
there,
no response
and you
anyway.
cool,
Y'all know that
you
I
what
am
I'm saying?
sweetie. Y'all tap in.
She-
Y'all know that. Y'all know y'all ain't getting no response if
She opens all DMs and let her lie. Fuck, she do.
I open your shit and leave. Y'all want to see how many messages I say? 9+.
Yeah. And guess what? How many you
What you
open?
talking about?
People say that shit like that's
The
status.
fuck?
That's not status.
What I do know is
Can you look
that
at
young
this?
girls
Can you look at
lack
this?
the
I just
discernment
want you to
had an
see
Instagram
a quality
This the nigga
behavior.
that's trying to eat the coach.
Young
Yeah.
people don't know
Right
what
there,
they
my
need.
mama. Look
Yeah.
at this.
Young
That's
women
my
don't
nigga. I
know.
know him.
I've been saying
Young
from Detroit.
But I don't understand. How do you feel that that's status?
They love
That's
that.
really not.
She like that.
It's not.
She want that. That's what she
Like,
want though.
motherfucker think like, oh, I got 30 text messages I haven't opened. That's not.
That's not status. That mean you just.
No, bitch, you lazy.
But
What are you
fuck?
talking about?
So females though, bro.
Yeah, that's-
they see
yeah.
it as attention.
Yeah.
Teaching the women is currency.
Facts. They post that shit like, oh, I got
Alright, so
900
what
niggas
about-
in my damn.
My phone be dry. My phone be dry all day. So like
900
I don't
messages?
get no text messages all day.
That's
I'm in a group chat right now, right? Me and my partners from college. These niggas are running that whole 300 messages. I'm not gonna read through. I'm
Hell
gonna
no, I'm
get in
finna
the
go
chat.
to the bottom.
Y'all niggas need to stop texting me like
To the
that.
bottom.
No, I just
finna-
But I don't want you to see because you
Because
have
if you really that nigga, you can pick up right there.
Don't do it.
All right, see your
You
screensaver.
gotta.
I saw your screensaver.
Hey,
Okay.
That's
you
another
seen-
question,
you seen
Jake.
it,
Jake on fire today.
You seen.
Jake scared to
That's
ask.
another question.
She done fucked her head up.
I'll still wait for you to answer your question.
Ooh.
What was the question
Yeah, what was the
again?
question?
What was the
Reiterate.
question? I asked her something. She was like, I'm almost 40. Oh, do you have any guys that's just strictly come over for head, that you call strictly for head?
That's not my lifestyle.
That's not your lifestyle. So you're looking to be married. So
I'm not looking for that type of energy at all.
So
Like,
no
I don't even want to. No. And
Transferring
I could
energies
never
is a
see-
thing.
Right.
I'm-
I could never see myself fucking with somebody for strictly head.
right.
So you saying you skip
That
the-
sounds. It just sounds. It
I'm
still
saying that
sounds.
I have to.
No, it sounds dumb
No,
regardless.
I
Let
like
him
you.
finish.
Like we have to have some type of vibe.
Right.
If the vibe is not on, I've learned. That's why I say with my age, I think I've learned a couple of things. And one thing is, it's not gonna last for too long. So if I know that this vibe ain't vibing, and sometimes the vibe is vibing, but our things ain't thanging.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying?
That
That's
is
unfortunately. You could
facts.
definitely like somebody and not want to fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all
you have sex
connect
with is trash.
mentally.
Yeah,
Y'all
fact.
connect mentally, not on a physical level. But you can also still have the connection with somebody that you just want to hear from.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. So that's it. Like I connect
Right,
with
right,
you on
but
the
I
head
just,
level.
you know, yeah, but not just for head. You gotta be the complete package of wonderfulness in that category.
Okay,
So
so
your
pretty
head
much
gotta come
you
with
want
dick.
the whole package.
She want the combo.
Thing.
She don't want
She
just the
want
fries. She
the-
want the
Yeah, I
combo.
always get meals.
Come on.
I never just
Okay,
get
well
the
then with that said, okay,
sandwich.
so who's bringing the whole? Who's bringing the whole meal then? You
Yeah.
guys come up
Let me
with
tell
the
you
whole meal?
something. Let me tell you something. I've lived
The
enough
Rock looking
life,
ass
and
nigga.
I know that there are people that can be good for what. But the one thing, it goes back to what you were saying. Honesty and transparency. When you know what you came there for, and you can express that,
Right.
you don't have to worry about being disappointed.
Yes.
I
you
know
saying
what
you
the
good-
fuck I came
You
for.
here for a long time, not just a good
Yeah,
time.
she here for a good
Because
time.
most people here for a good time, not
Exactly,
a long time.
Yeah.
especially in this day and age with this new generation you was talking about.
Damn.
This is the microwave.
the one you was
This is
talking
not
about.
even a microwave. They're air frying now.
Oh my
Hey,
We
air
don't even-
fry's actually better.
I
than
ain't gonna
that.
Check this out.
Oh,
But
God.
an air
Air fryer.
fryer, an air fryer is a quick
You tripping. That
alternative to
motherfucker
something that you can
smells
spend time on.
Yeah, but the air fryer gonna get you a little bit
I'm
fresher,
just-
a little bit crisper,
And it's gonna be quicker.
faster.
That's fine. That's perfectly
30
fine.
seconds in the air fryer is
All
at
I'm
least 2
saying
minutes
is-
in
She
the
wanna
microwave.
see the
bullshit.
Whataburger line basically.
Yeah.
I mean, I
nah.
like that. Okay, so but at the same time, you just say you're older, you're actually looking for, you know,
She wanna see
more
the Whataburger line.
substance.
more substance.
Cause that shit ain't gonna rock for too long. Cause if I
It's
stop
not.
liking you, I'm not gonna wanna fuck you no more. It's not gonna be.
Cause
the
you
same.
start looking
So you
ugly
get a
to me.
connection
I don't
with-
like you no more like that. All right.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Once I don't like you,
Wait.
it's
Hold
over.
up. So you playing it down long. Cause
Oh my God, Trent. You can never be
Hey,
the.
run that.
Never be the voice of reason. You can never be the voice of reason
you
for
got
me.
to. You got to.
Just
No,
know
you playing it
that.
down long. I'm gonna tell you why. It's
tell you
impossible
why.
to be with anybody,
It's a person.
even your own kids, and have a moment like, well, I don't like this motherfucker.
Yeah.
But based off your logic, the moment you don't like them, it's over.
My nigga, I never said that.
You just said
I said
I
I
can't
want
be
more
with somebody I don't
substance.
like.
I just said I
Substance
want
is
more.
not gonna make you like them forever.
Trent, bye.
So, if you're with
Trent,
somebody
bye.
for an
That's not
extended
what I
period of
said.
time,
Sound like
you're
y'all
gonna hate them.
married.
Who in
Let her speak. Let her
Who in
speak.
here got siblings?
That's not what I said.
Do you all?
Me,
Do you?
nigga.
Let me ask you. Name a time you did not like your sibling.
Every
My
day.
nigga, all the time.
So based off your logic, that means that's not your sibling no more.
First of
Cause you don't
all,
like him no more.
My nigga,
I
no.
don't like this
First
nigga
of
no
all,
more.
first
Let
of
her
all,
go. Let her go.
I
You
can
ain't my
say
brother, you ain't my
something
sister.
that a lot of
Fuck you,
people in this
nigga.
room cannot say. Me and my best friend
Count
have
on the
been friends
devil.
since we were 7 years old. We're almost 40. Me and my best friend, we've been living almost 2,000 miles away from each other for how long? And how close is our relationship?
I don't give a fuck about a friend.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck about
I'm
your
talking about a
opinion.
relationship.
I don't give a fuck about what you
That's how
jacking
it's
for
supposed to
other
be.
people.
This is fact.
I don't
You
give a
won't- it won't
fuck.
last.
It ain't
Y'all
fact.
done
Nigga,
told her.
nigga,
To you.
where's
She
your
already
successful
did.
relationship?
She already
Where's your
did.
successful relationship?
Going once.
Where is your
Going
shit?
twice.
I'm talking about your
Sold
life.
to the man with the nose in his hat.
I'm talking about the fact you ain't never had.
Kids.
I'm talking about what I don't have.
Drop the mic.
I know when shit's not rocking. I don't got mad kids.
Drop the mic.
That's
twerking on it. But you never respect you. No nigga believes in you.
No, I got choices. Don't
No
get
nigga
twisted.
believes in you.
No, Trey.
No, like this shit is 30-something years old.
It's too loud.
No
Everybody
nigga
knows.
believes in you.
No, Trey, that's not it. I got niggas telling me freeze my ass.
Hey.
I know stop it. Don't come for me because I ain't
never
telling you.
that mean he don't trust you for shit. You ain't gonna play. Damn. Hold on, what you got?
Next.
Because the goal to every man is to hit wrong.
Please pass the mic.
Hit you wrong yet. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. I'm going to pass the mic. I'm losing this battle rap right now.
Exactly.
She got balls.
Good night. Good night, everybody.
Everybody on live, I'm sorry, but it's live discussion right now. This is live discussion. We're going at it.
I got faith.
If we too loud, say something in the comments.
It's always me and you.
I got faith.
It was never about that.
Nigga trolling, bro.
It was never about that anyway. Never. Somebody gotta be the Grinch. Somebody gotta be the villain. Somebody gotta be the villain.
He do got on a green shirt.
Somebody gotta be the Grinch with the tiny heart. The tiny heart, 2 sizes too small. Somebody gotta be here.
Oh my God.
Stop it, look like mine.
From Boston. That's my cousin from Boston.
I'm gonna go, man.
What you got? What you got, Jake?
Man, I hope I ain't got no more questions.
I ain't got no more questions, man. That's it. That's all. That's all. That's it. Fuck. I appreciate you for the Skittles once again.
No problem.
For y'all time. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to get it sweetie, you gotta look good and have a big pocket.
Yeah.
That's all. You know what I'm saying? So
And you gotta eat ass.
Gotta eat ass.
Sorry.
Gotta eat ass.
Gotta eat ass.
It gotta be a little big
But
pocket.
you better eat that ass, though.
You gotta eat that ass. That's what you want. Let me see.
Can
he shake it?
He
He's doing nah.
Shit done tooted her too.
This thing's stupid.
Bro.
Any more questions? Since we
I
got an
hope
open panel,
not.
everybody can get it.
I'll let her give her picture about her killing nigga 1,000.
What is that, a lightsaber?
1 million votes looking at.
She said a lifesaver.
That is a lifesaver.
Ladies, if y'all need protection,
Yeah, just run your commercial right now. Run your commercial.
Don't pull that shit out. Don't pull it.
Nah, pull that shit out and ring that bitch off.
That shit like a damn dildo.
She gonna pull that out.
Because I take Ubers and I be out public by myself.
Yeah, man.
That's it.
Sit down and do your commercial.
Don't turn it on. We
Do your commercial. Ring that bitch off.
Hey, up, look.
show the camera.
Do it in the camera.
You're not in the camera.
Oh shit, that hoe too loud. Hold on, stop. That's enough.
Yeah,
Nah,
that-
yeah, wait.
We are not promoting that shit.
We can start sweating off of that.
That's what hell was my bro.
That's what I said. It's like a fucking
See
vibrator.
me in my Uber last night. I'm just like this.
I want to feel that motherfucker.
Why?
don't wanna
You wanna
feel
feel that motherfucker?
Hit that nigga with it. Hit that nigga with it.
You wanna feel it?
Hit that nigga with it.
Y'all can get it.
Hit that nigga with
Can she
it.
do it?
Get it on camera. Hit that nigga with it.
Everybody, nah. Taser. Dumbass boy.
Hit that nigga with it one time.
I think it's a flashlight in
Nah, hell nah. Like a big
Why
ass
would it
dildo.
be a flashlight?
You gonna be outside like this, guy. I don't know what happened.
Even if I put this in
But
your
why
eyes,
would you have a
because I
flashlight
can,
that big?
because I can blind you real quick.
But I'm saying, why would a person?
Yo, because that's
carry
definitely
that?
not conspicuous.
It's not
Right, that's what I'm trying
Like
to
if
say.
my dad, that bitch is this big.
It's not to say it's supposed to be small.
Hey, but if you pull that out, you don't got a gun. What you gonna do? All right, chill out.
I mean, you can beat a nigga with that motherfucker.
That's what it's for.
That's the
Like I
same.
did this on here. That's all for
Really
you.
cheap.
I shot with this on here.
Nah, don't hit it one more time. Don't hit it one more time. Nigga, all right.
He want to get
okay.
hit. Tap with it one time.
No, don't let her get it.
Oh, you sitting too close.
Hell no. We is not letting put that shit up. What the hell? You gave it to the wrong motherfucker.
I can't try to stop demonizing.
You almost killed Trent, man. You almost jumped over the table.
Stop it.
Nigga.
Let me see. Let me see. Let me see.
Nigga, your hand is
I
broke.
won't do
That hoe
nothing.
can't start no fire. That ain't that strong.
Oh.
Can I see if it starts to fire?
Nigga, no.
Like, can I
What
see
the
if it
fuck
starts to
we doing?
fire?
Let's just go somewhere else.
Ain't starting shit.
Hey, I hope y'all got
Yo, that's a real big
fire
material, nigga. That's a.
That shit gonna make a nigga nipple hard.
That's why I said I don't want to hit for everybody. I'm not nice.
Nigga, you gonna get a different
What? You might. Don't say that no more, okay? No, nigga. Y'all, it ain't.
How strong?
It might not be fully charged.
It's gonna make you fart.
cut that shit off. That shit loud.
It's like a nigga shit on this shit.
No. Y'all remember the little
It smells
little
like
handle thing we had back in the day? You had to hold on tight. That's how strong that hole is.
Yeah, it's gonna make you fart. I smell it, motherfucker.
He said make you fart.
He said, "Make it lift your feet."
Making shit on yourself a little bit.
I don't want no smoke. You got it.
I don't want no smoke. You got it.
You ran my boy up out of here. You.
That nigga say like,
Hell yeah, he
"Tasing
left
on
it
the
out
gone."
of me.
Wait, show it. Look at the show.
Y'all me have across the street?
Look how you looking at.
Yeah, man, I ordered my Uber again.
No,
Can you
no
use my
problem.
taser?
I said use my taser.
You Uber outside already?
No, five.
Y'all got a meeting?
I work at across the street. Yeah, it was at 10.
No.
10:30.
In the same parking lot.
Which one?
District 8.
A club.
Right, same parking lot.
Hey, you got a question?
Talking about you, my God. You got a question?
That nigga struck. Oh,
And nigga scared parent that shit.
you got a question over there? I know you got
What's
one.
wrong?
You got a list of them in your phone.
He took it.
Oh, you talking about like that?
He took it. Yeah.
Run that.
Talk to me.
Clean your mess up for me.
Reese, do me a favor, pass on the mic. He got a question.
Is this thing on?
Hold on, my guy, hold on.
I say,
Slipped
hop
out.
on
I know you know how they feel.
Real man situation.
It happened.
No, it's coming.
Players fuck up.
Your food.
Ma'am.
Order the Uber.
I just said like 3 times.
Yeah, he did say.
I didn't hear you.
Everybody
I
said
literally
this
said
shit.
that
I said like
too.
3 times. I don't want
Well, y'all had the loud ass taser. Cancel.
Nigga, you the one with the fucking taser.
Take
He
over.
had it. What the fuck?
Nigga,
He
it's
dropped
your
I
shit.
said that shit when you put the phone in your hand.
Oh God, crazy ass woman.
They hear what they want to hear.
You hear what they want to hear?
Yes.
Hey, I get it.
Yeah.
You should, no, you should have said.
I'm not
You should have said.
nigga with big pockets.
No, you should have said. I got a lot of money. And I eat your ass.
Yeah, Jake.
Well, come on.
You ready to
Damn.
cancel me out? Okay, I'll be right back. I'm good.
He telling I'm good.
I'll be right back.
So you, come sit down and ask us a question, man.
I don't know. Did Max say she was still coming?
Nah, they still on.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Be
All
careful.
right, be safe. Be safe.
Wow.
All right,
So what
boom,
you
I
got?
a real ass question.
All right, hold on.
He slipped
Oh, about
out.
to
He
plug
slipped
on-
out
hold on.
again.
Y'all good.
Yeah, it's just that one. Huh?
You gotta put it close to you.
Actually, you know what? It's still running.
Running, shit. I just.
Oh,
After.
It's still running.
So, while we have a panel and the women on here, why is it that the women are becoming the new men? Why is it that y'all have so much to say about what y'all say that y'all want men to have a
Hold the
aspect
mic,
of
nigga,
it?
your mouth.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, you gotta hold that motherfucker.
Like that close?
Yeah, like.
Like you
Like you
No,
rapping.
but like, just point it at yourself.
Okay.
I know you used to
Don't
dick,
cuff
but
it though. Don't cuff it.
Try
At
it.
least he no pause.
Don't cuff it though.
Yeah, don't cuff it.
Neck
You know
down.
what?
Switch.
my
Yeah,
shit.
give her.
She know what she doing.
She know how to rock the mic.
Bro, he is coming.
Start over. Start over.
That's all.
Oh
my
God.
What you
I
got
can't
now?
get with you before I spit in my mouth.
Oh.
Well, at least your mouth.
He talking about- he
Boom,
was-
so check it. So why is it that the women are becoming the men now? And I definitely want your answer because I see you got a lot to say. And I know you have a perspective from a northern perspective. Because see, us down here, we have like southern hospitality. So we come from perspective of like, oh, what Papa used to do. But what is it like up there with you? But I want to hear all the women's. But I definitely want to hear your shit.
Damn, nigga. I'm over here.
What are all the women's?
Oh God.
Because so I guess in a way what I'm saying, what is it that a man needs to do to get back to who our Papas was? Because that's what y'all asked for.
That's a good question. That's a good question. She got a lot though.
Answer first, please.
Cause she got to take a deep breath. Get your mind.
She got a paragraph.
So I'm gonna just go based off of my generation.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, wow, we so like masculine basically. Because we got men that's like not trying to do the old and shit. You know, you said like basically in the old days, like he wanted to see what my pockets is about. He want to see if I got more money than him. If I'm, what I bring to the table, like, instead of it being, you know, and not to say, well, basically, it's like that. It's like that. So I gotta get all my shit together. I gotta make sure I handle this. I might have to take out my own trash. A nigga might sit in the car while I go to the gas station and pump my gas, like, stuff like that. So it's like, for me to think I'm being masculine because I want to, it ain't because I want to, but it's like, well, shit, let me just go and keep this facade kind of going.
Okay, and I respect that. But after a certain point, after the first, second, maybe even third man, maybe it's you that's not saying that it's you, but I'm saying as a woman, do y'all ever look at it and be like, damn, I need to go elsewhere and look in a different area of town or different state or whatever it is that you to find whatever it is that you're looking for.
But you still gonna run into a couple of them regardless. I can go to Hawaii and run into a dude. Who's to say I might get to a gas station and he still don't pump my gas?
Yeah, but I mean that's still a mindset thing though, because if you go to another state and still find the same thing, at some point you got to realize them 50 states across, it's you.
So I'm gonna say this. You're gonna gravitate what you attract.
Exactly. That's what I'm
So
saying.
if you go out here and, all right, I'm gonna rephrase. That's true, but also you can't help what you attract. Also, so if the same type of niggas are attracted to you, it's up to you to decide not to talk to these ain't shit.
I seen
niggas.
this podcast though that this girl said, not podcast, an interview or something, whatever it was. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't watch the whole thing, but she was basically saying like, just because I look like this, like men want to be with these women that look a certain type of way or dress a certain type of way, but they want to be with a woman that's like real homey and natural and no makeup and no this and that. And just because I look like this don't mean I'm far from that same natural or this and that. So it's like, I might look like, oh, she got money. She might look like she supposed to be on the hood nigga arm. You know what I'm saying? Because of what I got going on.
Hold on.
Fake it till you make it.
You fucking with ain't shit niggas. Because a real nigga don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Yeah,
He don't
no,
care about
facts.
none of that shit. He gonna come to you, I'll fuck with you, you attractive to me, and I'll fuck with what you bringing. All that other shit, that's from these niggas that's chasing social media that want clout.
But that's the world nowadays.
No, it's not. That's them niggas.
A lot of,
All right, so this is my thing. If you on social media a lot, you're gonna attract niggas that's always on social media.
On social media, yes.
So you saying that's the world right now? That's the people that's in that world.
That's because
You got
half of the
niggas that
world
don't
is
give a
on
fuck
social
about social
media. That's
media.
all I'm saying.
media.
Half of the world is on social
my,
media.
my whole thing is, it's easy for women, just like you just said. You said that's social media. It's easy for a woman to say that's social media, but when a man says that, our expectations are still the same for y'all. You still look at us like, although that's what social media is supposed to be. But when we say that about y'all, it's like, oh well, I ain't gotta look like her.
Yeah. Type
So at what point does it become a double standard?
Wait, what? I'm.
That's a double standard.
I mean. Yeah, I mean.
Because
that's it.
you just said it's social media, and us as men, we supposed to just accept that answer. But
No,
when,
I didn't say social media.
You just said that was social media.
You just said social
No,
media.
he was saying that
But
social
you
media.
agree with me. That's
You
I
agree?
mean, yeah, obviously,
that was my
because
point.
that's what people see, and I ain't saying just social media, but like that's
So you
just
saying that there
what
can't be a
people-
discernment between what social media says and what a woman will allow or accept or think is okay.
See, I
cool.
was just saying, far as the female, that's what I was saying. He tapped into the social media, so I can't even speak too much on it because I don't know where we're going with it.
Okay.
But I was just saying on the female aspect of like what you see like on social media, basically.
Okay.
And then you see the girl at the gas station,
Okay.
pretty much. Where you see her, you might look at her and be like, oh well, she might not work no 9 to 5 because she look a certain type of way, or she a certain type of nigga, a hood nigga might. You know, the niggas that dress good and that's broke might approach her because, oh, she dressed like me. Like, I don't know.
I got
But
you.
just because I look that way, I could work a good ass 9 to 5. I could be a nurse.
I'ma
You know
say
what I'm
this.
saying? Like,
I feel like that's a generational thing.
but
And
that's what I'm speaking on for my
yeah.
generation, though.
And I'm agreeing with you. And the reason I feel like that's a generational thing is because you have all these men and women out here that haven't been through shit that's young and under the age of 30 saying I want this and I want that when they really don't know what the fuck they really want. So they saying here, they seeing what they see on Instagram, Facebook, all that shit, and like, oh, I want to live like that. But when they get that, they see that it's bullshit and they don't. And now they lost. They don't know what the fuck they want. So it's just this new generation because in reality, niggas not looking for all that shit under the age of 25.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, oh, I want this, I want that. That's why you have this fairy tale land, I like to call it, where people say, I want this and I want that, and I want this. Oh, he got to have 6-figure job. He got to be 6 foot. He got to be doing this, this, and that. What are you bringing to the table?
Exactly.
If you're not bringing that to the table, what the fuck are you talking about?
Okay.
Then you want this man to have all these qualities, and you mad when that man had them qualities that don't pick you.
Right.
I'm not saying that it's you. I'm just saying you have more growing to do.
I get
So
mad
if
at the
you
females.
at 21, between 21 and 25, you saying all this and you not finding it, you're not getting now one person that say, "Oh, I'm gonna stick this out with her." You need to keep growing.
No.
Because whatever you're looking at is flawed. Because a lot of people don't sit here and reflect on themselves. They're always like, you, them, they, he, her. It's not all about that. Because if the same thing that keep happening, maybe it's you. Because I'm a firm believer if the shit don't work, try something else. I'm not finna keep doing the same shit. So if I'm talking to these same, like in my dating days, I was talking to the same women. Light-skinned women, I'm just high yellow, the higher the better. That's how it was for me. And it was like, these bitches crazy.
Yeah, they motherfuckers.
Try something different.
Well, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to try something
Go
different.
to the dark side.
You feel me?
And
When
stay there.
Hispanic, they was too passionate. I was like, you know what? Let me cheat.
Switch it up again.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna continue doing the same thing and getting let down by the same type of people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I don't understand. And I see all these people say, "Oh, this is what I want." They like the young lady that was here a minute ago. She like hood niggas. A hood nigga gonna treat you like a hood nigga. So you can't say you want all this shit, but expect this man to do it because he's not that nigga.
He's a hood nigga.
So the
He
nigga
don't
that
know
you
how to
really
bring you
want
flowers.
Might have hood qualities, but you don't want no hood nigga.
Or the nigga that you really want may be a peon.
You might no look. I'm finna tell you. I had to realize that. I had to realize that just because a nigga don't pull up in the hood all the time, don't make him not a hood nigga. Because I used to have that mentality. Some like this nigga really kind of lame. But it's like no, this nigga not lame. He got his own motion. He got his own motion when it's time. He gonna protect you when it's time. And he gonna handle his business. He not sitting here pulling up in the hood all the time. He don't gotta be here with all of the niggas. He don't gotta go pull up to the trap house and shit.
I got a question for you too. What's wrong with a lame nigga?
That's why I was just saying. That's what I was saying. That's what I was just saying. There's nothing wrong with it.
I want you to tell me, in your words, what is a lame nigga?
What is a lame nigga?
In your words, and then tell me what's wrong with a lame nigga.
So I'm not saying, what I was just saying was, that's what we was, I had to learn a difference. That's what I was saying. So now what makes a nigga a lame is basically you telling me some bullshit. That's what make a nigga lame for me. You lying to me. You feel like you can't tell me the truth on some shit. Like, nigga be like, I stay with my baby mama, but I don't fuck with her. No, you can tell me the whole truth. That's what make a nigga lame to me now.
Give me 2 seconds. Give me two. Hold on. I'm sorry. But it sound like the shit that you going based upon what you saying, it sound like that the new lame nigga is that hood nigga because the hood niggas is telling you that same
well, that's
shit.
what I'm saying. That's
So
what
it's
makes
like
you
the roles
lame.
is reversed.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. The lame niggas that we used to think, oh, he don't, like I said, he don't pull up in the hood. He not at the trap house all the time. That don't make him not hood. That's just not where
Why
he
is
at all
that
the
appealing?
time.
Because I did that shit, and
I
that
didn't
wasn't
say it
appealing when I was
was.
doing that
I'm
shit.
saying back then that's what it was. I used to get in the car with a nigga and go ride to the trap and go serve, go do this, go do that. And now no, I don't.
But what changed though? Maturity?
Yeah, I grew up to know that's not the thing.
Understood.
Yeah, I grew up to know that's not the thing. They don't make.
Dad, let's go to the hood. Get in the back seat.
Go ahead, 'cause I know you got a lot to say.
Duck down.
I feel like y'all doing a pretty good job because, first of all, I don't know nothing about pulling up to the trap. And,
Girl, you ain't never been fucked in the trap house before?
Wait, what?
In your words, what's a lame nigga?
A lame is a person that's just disingenuous. You're just not yourself. You're not your true, authentic self. So you're lame because you're not keeping it real with you first before you trying to come and fool me. That makes you lame. You're
you trying to convince.
So you're basically saying he lame because he lying.
You lame because you lying.
There we
Because
go.
I know
Okay.
niggas that tell the truth.
Putting that on the shirt.
And
Stupid.
they will have 3 bitches and all of them bitches know about
Know
it.
about, and I respect that.
Originated from?
Tell me.
Lame, the term lame originated back in the king days when a man couldn't get a erection, so he couldn't procreate and have kids. So that's where lame came from.
Okay.
Right.
Well, they having too
So
many
Or
of
he
them
was
now.
lame and limp.
And the simp with all that, you know what I'm talking about?
So what you're basically saying, and I appreciate you, Vic, for saying that, that the word lame has been coined based upon something, the lack thereof a man.
Yes.
So it was lame then to not be able to procreate, and it's lame then to be not a hood nigga.
Half-ass.
No.
Or half-ass.
Half-ass.
Hold on, because a little bit,
No,
a couple
that's
of
not
years
what I
ago.
said.
No, I'm talking about a
Okay.
couple of years ago. I'm basically saying that the word lame has become
It
something
keeps
that we've
changing.
involved and changed.
They said, well, we need the dictionary. That's the thing. You need a dictionary now to define lame.
Yeah, exactly.
Because now
It's vice
some
versa,
females,
too.
the females
time
that
you
want
ask
hood
somebody-
niggas gonna say that the lame niggas is the ones that's not in the hood. That's not
That's what
hood
I'm saying.
niggas. But now
Depends
that's
on who
not
you
the
ask,
lame
it's gonna be a
niggas
different
to
answer
me.
every time.
The
That's
lame
why I want to
niggas.
ask both of them. So
The lame niggas to me is the lying ass
We got
niggas.
some lame
The
bitches,
weak ass
too.
niggas that can't tell the truth. That's fine. Them hoes is lame too.
I'm sorry. I think what you was trying to refer to is what makes a dude lame, because a lot of chicks refer to dudes being square as being lame.
Get out my
No,
head,
for real.
Charles.
Facts.
I know where you were coming
your
from.
I was
shit.
coming, I had to hit my drink.
Right.
Yeah.
I was coming back around to it. The reason I say that, because like she said, a lot of women be like, oh, this nigga lame, this nigga lame.
Because he has a job.
No, it's not even that.
went to
He,
school.
Nah,
he, get,
he
he,
being
he
real.
do whatever he do, but he's not flashy.
Yeah.
Right.
They want a nigga that's flashy. I'm gonna
Yeah.
show off diamonds, or I'm gonna go
Right.
get this shit that I really can't afford. Like,
Right.
nigga, I'll be happy to go in and get motherfucker Walmart t-shirt, some nice jeans,
I was just
some
about to
J's,
say, and some
shit.
nice
Most
shoes. I
of
like
them
the
men have
shoes.
Sandals on in here.
I like the shoes.
Yeah, big Crocs.
Big sandals.
Big hundred and
Everybody,
something
all
dollars.
the niggas here was our check.
Big Crocs.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Except for Trent.
Nah, Trent,
He got
Don't
lemon.
start.
He
Please
got
don't
the lemon
start.
pepper
Don't start.
steppers on.
Nah, them ain't the limit. That's them. And God.
Trent got the
I think-
elastic
I think-
3000s on.
I think what I'm trying to get back to is how hard is it for a man that you all right?
Yeah.
That's good. That's cool. My guy got my
Hell yeah, son.
He told my guy.
He did that for
He
you.
got the slip on 400s.
How hard is it for a man who does have a 9 to 5 to hear that he's lame because he
That
filled
should
out
be
that
extremely
application?
hard.
Yeah.
That's hard, like
Yeah.
mental health, because I'm an advocate for men's mental health.
Yeah.
So that's very hard for a man to hear that I filled out that application.
Yeah.
I ain't go to the trap, but I did the right things,
Right.
and you don't want me.
But
That's
I'm lame,
crazy
though.
though.
I'm lame.
And
If
I'm
you wanna go
lame
to
though.
church.
Like, I'm lame. That's
So-
what I'm trying to say.
So I gotta be out on the street.
Yeah.
No, that's
so
lame
risk
for a
your
female.
life.
'Cause my
And
thing
that's the
is-
lame
They're
females that he was
lame,
talking
right.
about. That's the lame
Females are lame.
females.
I'm gonna go
Nice.
back. I'm gonna go back to what I said 2 weeks ago. I don't adapt to shit. If I'm doing this is my life. If you say I'm lame, well, fuck you. I ain't making
Yeah.
me fuck
Let me
you.
be
Right.
lame, bitch.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm be lame.
Because I suffer from mental health. Like when I came out of the military, I had PTSD and shit. I was walking around. I had to clear my house before I walk in that bitch for real and get relaxed. So it's like I know the issue. I know how bad sitting here thinking about what this person and this person and that person think about
Yeah.
you will fuck you up.
No, for real.
So at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck what nobody thinks.
Yeah.
That's another reason I let everybody else talk. Because I want to hear how they point of view.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use everything you say
Against you.
Against you.
Fact.
you know what I'm saying? That's why we had a conversation on an episode earlier about communication, how people have bad communication
Right.
skills and people listen
But
to
don't wanna
respond, but they don't listen to
They
listen.
basically listen to rebuttal.
Yeah.
Yeah, 110%.
So I don't listen to rebuttal. My rebuttal come after you tell me everything. I'm like a lawyer. I'm gonna sit here and be like, so you said this, so what were you at on July?
and got an example for it.
No,
You know
for
what I'm
real.
No bullshit. Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's the best way to be bullshit because people that respond to, listen to respond, they always hit you with bullshit. It's always emotion.
Because they really ain't heard shit you said.
You feel me?
Type shit.
So that's why I'm gonna listen to everything you said. As soon as I start to say something, I might say something wrong intentionally,
Just to
just so
see.
you to
Just
jump.
to see if you
And I'm like, no, that's not what I was talking about.
Yeah.
though. This is what it is.
Yeah.
And they feel like shit. So now you need to shut the fuck up and listen.
Yeah. Now let me talk my shit.
You know what I mean? I'm sorry I went on a tangent.
No. That's I respect that 110%. And that's one thing I appreciate about you guys' podcast. You guys are not biased. You guys always have a panel of 2 women or 4 men or whatever the case is. You have an equal amount to everyone has a say so. So my next thing is it was something that you ladies said. You said why is it that it's not okay for a man to say what do you bring to the table? Why is it?
No. We were saying that men now question what women have to bring to the table. But
Wanna know why?
in my opinion, hold on, I understand why.
Yeah, same.
Because I think that people in general now are more raggedy than they've ever been.
They more
So
raggedy?
Yes, they looking
So
for
when
somebody.
So
to
when you exactly,
They
'cause
looking
on
for
both
somebody.
sides, people are looking for these unrealistic
Appearance.
expectations from people to make up for what they feel like they're lacking, and that's the reason why people are trying to figure out. It's like that interview phase, like those prerequisites of like, what is it that you really want? What are you bringing to the table? Because a lot of times, like my homegirl's going through this, and like I said, I was on the phone with her all day today. The dude that she's dealing with, he owned a business, a club. She told me he was paying $12,000 a month for the club, but then just kind of he moved in with her. Like he bought her a couch, he was giving her money, but then like he had a house in Katy, and then he gave the house to his niece, and then he was just there all the time. And then she was talking to me. She was like, you know, before I go into my next thing, I'm going to make sure that you have this, this, and this. And those are some of the things that people try to get at when they're trying to see what you bring to the table, because I'm trying to make sure you ain't trying to move in with me.
Right.
I'm trying to make sure that you ain't going to need me to ride you to work, or now your car got problems 2 weeks, we've been together, now you need to borrow my car, let me drop you off at work. All of a sudden we got into this relationship and I'm committing to things that I didn't sign up for.
Yeah. But at what point as a society what do you bring to the table? And I want you to hear me when I say this. What point did society switch and say that what you bring to the table is financial? Because I'm the type of nigga where I want you to pray me when I'm fucked up. I want you to talk to me because I suffer from mental health, and I'm telling you this. Yeah. So I'm bringing this
because that's you that's saying it, and every man is not wanting that.
Yeah, but you say that about
but that's
men.
The prerequisites that you're talking when you meet somebody and you're trying to see what they bring to the table is more than financial, because you need to be able to make sure that you can have a decent conversation with this person over an extended amount of time.
Yeah, people don't know what their question. People don't know what their question.
That's what I'm trying to.
People don't know what their question means. Also,
a week or two, a month goes by. After 3 months, you can't pretend to be anybody else that you are trying to be.
Because it's hard. You got to keep up that.
90 days is the max that you can keep the mask before it starts slipping.
Yeah.
So you know if a person is with you because of they value you or they care about you or they want to grow with you or they see potential in you and they see you might have some issues, but I care about you so much and I feel like you're a wonderful person, and even if you have breakdowns or maybe if you have bad days or maybe if you take medication, I'll be here for you because I care about you.
And I want to.
Valuable enough. Ain't nobody perfect, but it takes a person to also be like we were saying, being emotionally aware and self-aware. Unless you know that shit about yourself, you ain't gonna be able to be there for nobody else.
I'm gonna answer your question though.
I'm listening.
Your question, you said when did it change, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people gonna hate me, and I'm finna sound like AOB.
Man, talk your shit.
It changed when everything got cloudy. When like that period right before social media, you know what I mean? So back in the gap, men didn't ask women what you bring to the table.
Mm-hmm.
Because men, was bred to provide. I'm a lead. This is gonna be my house. I'm gonna build. We're gonna build together. Now, when social media and everybody had this empowerment, I'm not saying nothing wrong with it, but instead of men picking, women selecting their men. Nothing wrong with that. Right. But when they select their men, they want you to have this. Yeah. They want you to meet this criteria. Like she just said, they want you to meet this. So what do you bring to the table? Mm-hmm. So by cause and effect, since you asking me and all the dates I've been on, I'm finna start asking y'all. Mm-hmm. Because this is what I bring to the table, because now it's like, oh, this is what I bring, what you bring, no, it's not like that. Mm-hmm. You should go into a relationship with a bare minimum of expectations, right? Mm-hmm. Because if you have an expectation or you comparing somebody to somebody else, you're always gonna be upset. Mm-hmm. You're always gonna be let down because you have an expectation, you have a bar. I didn't say you don't have goals or morals or anything, but when you come into a relationship, I don't expect. If me and her going into a relationship, I don't expect her to be, oh, I'm going to take care of your kids, I'm going to do this and that. We're going to build to that point. Mm-hmm. Because if you go into it that way, if you go into it blind, everything you get is a plus. Now, if you go into that bitch with under a microscope looking at this one thing, everything that don't match up to that is going to be a fucking negative. Mm-hmm. You're not going to like
downfall.
It. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it should be genuine. You should be wanting to come together. That's the problem with people right now. They don't want to come together and build. Thanks. Nobody want to go through the build phase. Mm-hmm. Everybody want to go through, everything built, my foundation set, let's move. No. Like I talked to somebody 2 days ago.
You're on two different places.
This lady told me she would never talk to a man and make $30,000 a year. I said, so how much you make? A little bit more than $30,000. The fuck are you talking about?
30,000.
She said 30,000.
Is that really a lot though?
A year? No, I know a dude that make 30,000.
But teachers make 30,000. Right. But teachers make like coming in as a teacher, you make 30,000.
Yeah.
So that was
some included.
Well, no, I'm not. Hold on, I want to because I know you guys. I respect you guys' podcast. I'm not saying that's not a lot, but at the same time, if I'm making that and then you're making a little bit more. I mean, you only paying for maybe a lunch or two throughout weekends. So you're not paying. But it's not too much more to that.
But that's what I'm saying. No matter where you meet this man at, when y'all come together, y'all should build. He should want more. He should grow, right? So if this man making $30,000 now, y'all together for 5 years, is he going to be still making $30,000? I don't think so.
I doubt it. He shouldn't be.
Because he going to want more for y'all,
Right.
and he's going to move up.
Because now it's
so
two
nobody
of y'all.
wants to
Because it's
build.
not just you. Exactly.
It
It's
was
not
one
just-
when he was making
Exactly.
30,000. Now it's two. Yeah.
So if you making 30, say you making 40, and he making 30, what's that, 70?
70 beans.
I learned
Y'all
that at
good.
16. I learned that at
Then I
16.
hold on, I ain't done yet. I'm going to let y'all go. Then I talked to, in the same conversation, somebody else butted in. She was like, oh, I don't need a man for this. I can take care of all that on my own. If he bring in 100,000, well, she said I can make 100,000. If he only put in 100,000, I'm just gonna put in 25. I'm like, so how are you expect that to work? She was like, well, he got to be able to pay my $4,000 house note. I'm like, what you mean?
Damn.
I'm sorry.
Hold on, I'm gonna let you know.
So
It's confusing.
as the
new
conversation
fool, you think.
as the conversation got deeper, I was like, I'm like, so you not showing no commitment to that man because you only putting 25% of the effort in, and you want him to put in 100. So that's why you single right now, because you say you want to put in 25 and he put in everything. A man don't care if he has to pay all the bills. He wants you to meet him. If you gonna sit here and be like, okay, I'm with you, I'm gonna give you this commitment. So if you make $1 million, you put $1 million in the pot, but his 100,000 pay the bills, he will be happy to pay them bills because you got everything else. I'm not tripping. But if I see all you doing is putting in 25%, bitch, why am I with you? You already told me you don't need me. You don't need me for this, you don't need me for that. So why even bring that up? Because she worried, in that conversation, she was worried about what this man make, what this man do. Why? Why are you worried about that? Because you're not going to find nobody that you're looking for because you're looking for you.
Yeah, I'm trying to see
Unless
what
you
he
gonna marry
doing
yourself
for
like
me,
Dennis
not
Rodman.
what he
So can I say
making.
something real quick? Somebody made a point to me the other day. Somebody that I know, they told me that they recently got divorced. They made a point that one of the reasons why people got married back in the day in the first place is because of financial security. People weren't making enough money to live on their own. And now people are making $100,000 as a single person. So they're looking at it like, what are the things that are going to be beneficial to me by being with this person? Because I can take care of all my finances on my own.
Well, that's why we need people for shit other than finances.
Exactly.
Say it again one more time.
Yeah.
People
I want to come home and get my feet rubbed on sometime.
We can handle our finances on our own, so we need other things from people that are going to benefit us more than just the financial part. So it's like, okay, you can take care of your household. You can buy a house. You can buy a 6-bedroom house and have nobody to put in the house.
So this will be my question. If you can do all that and handle your finances on your own, why are finances a topic in our discussion? You feel me?
Why finance is one of the biggest reasons people separate in the first place. Like financial reasons are like the top reason people divorce in the first place.
Exactly. That's what I'm
because
saying.
of money.
But if you go into it, right? So like how you said, everybody, the man can make his own money, take care of his own bills. She can make her own money, take care of her own bills. Y'all come together, y'all build, right? Unless y'all build a business together and that shit fall apart, that's a different beast in its own. But if y'all can do this and y'all can negotiate and make everything work, why is it an issue? Then why is it an issue if one of the other person making less? If y'all happy together, people fall on hard times. People take a gamble and try to open a business and the business will crumble. Why is that the main issue?
We have value. There's a thing called net worth and what a person is worth for a reason.
Okay.
Like people put value on a person's depending on how much they're worth monetarily. That's why Oprah's worth this amount of billions. This person's worth that amount of, you know what I'm saying? We look at each other to that extent.
Yeah, but net worth has been around a long time. That's not the new thing.
I know, but
the
net
new
worth
thing is when did my net worth make me less thereof?
Because net worth is more of a common thing that we talk about in society. There's more young people that are becoming millionaires. More people are getting money individually. So now we're looking.
That's
at
why I
people for
tap
their
in.
net
But I
worth.
don't think you get what I'm saying.
And-
What I'm saying is,
I get it.
that shit don't matter.
Yeah, that's
I
what
can
I'm
be
saying.
I can be a millionaire, and if I'm trying to be with somebody or talk to somebody, I don't care what you make.
Can I go back to Martin? That's why I picked the show Martin, because like Gina made more money
Way
than
more money
Martin.
than him, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. Like she held him down. That was not their thing.
Like money did become an issue.
It
Because
did.
it
but-
wasn't-
It was an episode or two.
Yeah,
when
but
you seen
of
that check
course,
stub.
we all
They
know
didn't
men
have
and
social
people
media,
have.
guys.
Of course,
it's not
of
the
course.
same day and age.
But how do social media know you broke or how much
Because
money you
everybody's
got?
trying to pretend to be
But that's
rich.
people's fault.
People are pretending
that's
to be
people's
rich.
fault,
You
but
know?
that's
what
the
I just said a
thing.
minute ago, the motherfuckers that's always on social media are gonna attract motherfuckers that's on social media.
Yeah.
If I go on a date tomorrow and a motherfucker asks me, so what can you bring to the table? I'm gonna ask for my check and walk the fuck up. Bitch, that's not the question. That's not the question. Because you ain't even got to know me yet.
You ain't said nothing to me.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Say, can I talk? Can I talk, please? Come on, Trent. Yeah.
So,
Come over here with us.
Get in the camera,
Well, it's right here right now. Yeah.
Okay.
So nah. I get what all the fellas saying, and I think we all have the same question. But I just want to rephrase it like this. I know for a fact when some guys say, what do a woman bring to the table, they're being facetious. You know, they're being patronizing because they know what the real answer is. That's why they're there to get what you got to offer already. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is when women say, you can't ask me that. In other words, you can't measure my worth, but constantly measure somebody else's worth. So it's showing hypocrisy. And here's the thing.
When did it become a problem?
So now it's becoming a problem because the average guy is pretty much saying, well, I'm going to say not average guy. Most guys of value are saying, well, look, you want to measure me, I'm going to measure you too. Let's see who measures up. Yeah. And a lot of women get offended because the average woman do not measure up because you're measuring yourself like a man, but you know a man don't want that.
Facts.
So when you say what you tell a man what he brings to the table, and he has these tangible resources, or he has these physical statures, or he has something that you can visibly see, right? But typically, women, when guys are looking for women don't have something that's visible to the naked eye. Yeah. A real woman, like, femininity is not something you just see on a woman from a mile away. But understand this. You mentioned earlier about the young lady said, I dress a certain way. She got tattoos all over her body. That's a sign of masculinity. Why? Because men decide to go through pain to hold an exhibit on their body. You know what I'm saying? That means you push yourself through a lot of pain. And if you're somebody who likes to endure pain, then that's another question we have. You know what I'm saying?
But that's another thing.
That's actually not true. It's back in the day, a lot of people marked and tattooed their body back in tribal days just for reasons. It's not, and women actually got lashes to in certain cultures to show that they're ready to get married. They will get whipped and beaten and be able to take.
Not to cut you off, but nobody's talking about the past. We're talking about now.
It's not the past. This is things that are happening in other parts of the world.
We're talking about in this world right now in America. So you could bring up outside things, but they become an irrelevant topic. You're just throwing.
But you're giving your opinion about.
I'm not giving my opinion. That's not an opinion. I'm explaining to you how men see things, and so you keep painting this picture of you're trying to belittle my view of things, even though I'm generalizing. But you just heard two men agree with me, so obviously my quote unquote what you call opinion is not an opinion. It's a agreed upon fact that when you look at a woman who got more tattoos than you see something's wrong. Because I know gangsters who don't like women with tattoos because they feel, why does she have that many tattoos?
I like tattoos.
I was about to say a lot of men like tattoos. Your tattoos are beautiful. I don't have a lot of tattoos, and you would think differently about me.
No. I
don't give a fuck.
What I'm saying is the point is men are hunters, and what do all predators do? They see their prey first. If I see you and I see something wrong, then I'm not finna just press. You asking questions like, how come men don't like a woman to look a certain way? Because typically, if a woman looks a certain way, it comes with a certain package. It comes with certain baggage that most men don't want to deal with. Now, here's the thing. We can say some, but not all. But once again, it's happened so much so that it's okay to write it off as a generalization. Just like we spoke about the Roe v. Wade thing, where they was like, why are people trying to control women's bodies? And the truth of the matter is, it's not that they're trying to control people's bodies, but so many people of a certain race had killed so many of their babies that more of their people had died than were born that year, and they had to legally take matters into their own hand. So it's not more so like, oh, you do the you bitches ain't do it. It's more like, look, too many bad apples have ruined it for the group. Mm-hmm. So the women who are, let's say, feminine and you know, they can add to a man in other ways than just some material shit, right? Because they look a certain way, typically they get rolled off. Well, we do. What's the fact about our society? This side is superficial. So what you see is typically what you get. So how can you get upset at the average person for going off what they know and what everybody else is doing? Think about this. When you go to a job, you don't get mad at them when they say, what can you offer my company? Matter of fact, you start giving them your whole resume. Well, I can do this and da-da-da-da-da. So why get upset at the man that, by the way, just like a company, you apply to that job. So you're applying to this man. And then going, so what you offer to the table? And then he tells you, and then he goes right back, what you offer? Now it's offensive. But I thought we was exchanging things to get to know each other. But what you just did was create a barrier or show the insecurity. It doesn't matter which one it is. You just did something to obstruct the growth of the relationship by even having that conversation, especially when you wasn't ready to proceed with the conversation.
So this is my point of view.
Wow.
Right on.
No, for sure, brother.
I get you because you hit the nail on the head. But for one, I don't like interviews.
I don't think nobody does.
Nobody does.
Nobody
does.
does. Nobody does.
And
Unless
my
it's
life,
really
I'm gonna
your
interview you, but I'm not finna ask you all them dumbass questions because their mouth can tell the ear whatever it want to hear. You feel me? So I'm gonna feel you out. I'm gonna test you in ways that I'm not speaking to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can see if you can
you
can move like I move. Because I can ask you all these questions. You can check everything off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why like I used to, answer the question like, oh, so what you do, what you drive, and all that shit when I was younger. And I always had multiple cars. Even if I had a fucked up car in the shop, I had another one.
No, for real.
You know what I'm saying? And it's I can't leave with that shit. I leave with okay, this is that. I mean, one time I damn near went to jail. I had a car, BMW, picked up a chick, went on a date. My AC went out in the middle of driving. I was like, hold on. Let me go to the crib.
Oh no, what state you was in?
I was here in Texas.
Damn, big Texas.
So I had to turn around.
Hot. Stupid
I was on the 60, went back to the house, jumped into my other BMW. We ride out.
My booty, what you
Hold on. We ride out. I get pulled over. They pull us out the car. Come to find out, she in the passenger seat making signs to the cop. Luckily, it was a black cop. He was like, is anything in the car? I was like, no, I gave him a military ID. You searched the car.
She was making signs to the cop.
That's what he said. So he pulled me to the side. I was like, I don't think you want to talk to her again. She told me she think you're a drug dealer and you might have drugs in the car.
What?
I said, what, bitch? Because I'll switch cars? That didn't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? So if you sit here and if I leave with shit like that, they're going to have an assumption about me. The shit that I have and the things that I do don't make me. I am me. I am him. I am I. You have to figure out what makes me tick, not asking me questions. That's what I'm saying. Nobody wants to build. You need to build with somebody. Everything you sit here and we go on a date. So what you do? What you like? What do you work? How much money you
What's your
make?
favorite color?
What do you want to do? All that shit gonna change. You can tell me right now on the first date, I want 4 kids. We've been together 2 years. I don't want no kids.
Fuck them kids. What do you say? Fuck them kids.
For real.
No, and I respect that 110%. I think that's actually what was leading into my
Fuck them
next
kids.
question, which is when did we stop the get to know you phase?
I've been
You never stop.
But why though? You say you stopped that. Why? Because at the end of the day, that's something that you like. You
So,
said
I'ma
I
tell you
like
right
kids. I want kids, but you don't want kids. You
Yeah.
want kids. That's
But
something
here
that we
y'all are
need to know.
fucking raw. Y'all ain't had that conversation though.
But that's
Nah,
still
I'm
part
just
of the get to
saying.
know you
That's
phase.
irresponsible.
I'm just saying.
That's irresponsible on both of y'all behalf.
I'm just saying
So-
though. That's how people. That's
So-
how people move. That's
What I was
how-
gonna say, you
It's a
said
big
The truth
you said-
is, even back in the day with marriage, kids are accidents. Nobody.
nobody ready for
It's
a child.
I
rare
know.
people
I'm
playing
just
kids.
saying you ain't even had a conversation to see
Yeah, I
if
don't
neither
know.
one of y'all
But
had it. Want a kid.
I'm telling you some real stuff. Like, I mean, ideally that sounds good. Ideally that sounds good. But the truth is, it's irrelevant because if a woman love you enough, she gonna
We
do
ain't
whatever makes you
talking
happy.
about love,
And no,
though.
listen. I'm making a point.
We ain't got there yet, though.
I'm making a point. You got to move past
You
that already.
passed
They gotta
my-
know each other.
where I was
if
at,
if you
though.
in love and he loves you, he gonna do what he can for you. You're gonna do what you can for him. There's gonna be a compromise.
Yeah, I would.
After a certain point. So that question does become irrelevant if y'all can actually get to know each other or spend time with each other.
Yes,
So let me-
but
let
I'm
me-
saying
That's the
they
significance
Let
of
me
it. Yeah.
let me answer your question. Ask it again so I can answer it correctly.
ask
So
it again.
at what point did we skip and pass by the get to know you phase? Because
That's not
it's
the
vital.
question. That's not the question you
That
asked.
was
Yeah, it was
what he
just-
asked.
You
That's the
said
question.
when do we stop?
No,
No, he
I
said
didn't.
when-
I
he
said
said
when
when
did we stop?
Yeah.
That's the
a
first time you said,
So-
when do we stop?
Okay,
I'm
sorry.
gonna
I'm
answer
sorry.
you.
I apologize.
No.
Yeah.
I apologize. I apologize. I misunderstood what you stood.
So I'm gonna answer like this: you should never stop. every day you should learn that person because nobody is the same person.
Yeah,
so you might be with one person today, but a year from now you totally different. So you got
Even 2
every
weeks.
day you have to grow to know this person and learn new things about them. New shit might happen. Body might change. Might become sick. Might lose your hair. Have alopecia. Might become, you know what I'm saying? Things that happen.
And
So you have to
that's
learn
true.
this person every day.
To learn when somebody want to stop fucking with you too,
You know what I'm
because
saying?
people don't tell you.
Facts.
You turn me off. I don't want to talk to you
They
no more.
still
They just
talking to you
they
the
just
whole
act
time.
different. So
So-
you got to learn it too. That's how you learn people.
That's why
What
let me
happens?
know.
I said this shit before. I wrote a book on this shit. Complacency is the fucking downfall of a lot of relationships. People get in a relationship, have a good time. They at a good time, they everything going up. They get complacent. They don't want to do no more. They think everything good. We're on cruise control. It's never cruise
No.
control. Every day is a struggle. Every day you have to put in a forth for effort to know this person. And what's good? You good?
Keep
Because
the
she might
foot
be
on the
mad, or
gas.
he or she might be mad the day before, but they good today. They might have been good yesterday, but they mad today. You know what I'm saying? So every day is something new. You got to keep learning.
I
You got
might
to keep
need
falling in
another-
love with the person that you with. If
Yeah.
you don't do that shit is not gonna work. It don't matter if a motherfucker broken. If they broken as a man, you should want to uplift your partner and fix them. If it's same thing for a woman. If, I'm just saying, I'm not saying you meet somebody and you want to change them or you want to fix them. I'm
No.
saying that. I'm saying if you've been together for a period of time, y'all done went through some shit, something happened, downfall, or might go through a temporary point of depression. You want to bring him out of that shit.
I mean, that's
because
even
if you
in the
there for that
beginning.
motherfucker and you bring him out of that shit, your relationship's gonna be even better.
I gotta say, as a side note, and this is more so for fellas, hey, guys, like, don't stop working on yourself. It's like guys working on themselves when they single. When you get your woman, keep working on yourself. Because a lot of guys do get comfortable in relationships way quicker than the lady does. And I know a lot of men who done got fat, bald, and like, you know what? I did my job already, but it's like, bro, any man with any elder man will tell you your job is never done. Even on your deathbed. If you did what you're supposed to did in your death, it should
You
still
still
benefit
taking
your
care
family.
of your family.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why people got life insurance.
Nah, real talk.
Afterwards.
Unless you
Yeah,
irresponsible.
a man's job is never done. And to the ladies, we're talking about vetting earlier. I always tell women, just try them. But try them. Like, test them out, but don't do it in a disrespectful manner. For example, younger women don't know if a guy have a car, right? So simply go, all right, cool, you want to go on a date? When you coming to pick me up?
Fact.
That's what I've been doing now.
Something
know
so,
you
something
picking
so
me up.
slight, but that right there lets you know if he got a car.
I wish I
You know
could
what
show
I'm
you a
saying?
text
For real.
message right now. I can show you the
And
text
if he can
message.
afford to
Picking
take
me
you
up.
out at least on a date,
Yeah.
and then, but try him out, but don't be disrespectful about testing that man. Don't do that.
I'm gonna give you a story about some shit I did. I test. Oh, y'all should call me goddamn the professor, cause I be testing motherfuckers.
Nah,
you
for
hear me?
real. Yeah.
So, and back in my dating days, went on a date. And you ever go on a date and a motherfucker just too frugal, just too want to get everything? You know what I'm saying? Like motherfucker don't respect your money.
Like it's my
You wanna
money.
order
You know what I'm
three
saying?
drinks?
It's,
Three
I-
drinks before
we
the
didn't even
food
talk
came.
about who paying.
Oh,
you
God.
getting this bitch? I want some
Ooh,
shit I can't even
look,
pronounce.
they
I was like,
get
nigga,
to-
how you say that? Google.
Ooh, they got lobster.
Can
Ooh.
I ask you, what if they paid?
Now, hold on. Let me finish my story. So, I tested the fuck out this motherfucker, right? So I was like, okay, go ahead, get what you want. We didn't discuss who paying. I already know she assumed that I'm gonna pay. I don't have a problem with paying, but just the way that you came off on this menu made me
Let's hear
feel
it,
a
let's
certain
hear it.
type of way.
Yeah.
Because you could have been like, so what type of night it is? You want this,
Yeah,
you want that?
type shit.
I'll be like, she get what you want. But when you open the menu, I want the Fajito how to hood high.
Oh, they
what
got-
the fuck is that?
They
nigga?
got this. They
You know
got
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Then you order a $200 bottle of
Don Perignon.
no,
Oh,
it
you
wasn't
tryna-
that's five. That's five.
That's
It's like
five.
two
I'm
liters
sorry.
of wine or some shit. I was like, okay. So I learned you have to test first. So I'm sitting there, I was like, okay, we ate. I was like, oh shit.
My wallet. No, you didn't.
Nigga, I left my wallet at home. I said, let me call my brother and see if he can bring it up here. I'm on the phone. Nigga sitting there with the ticket. I'm just sitting there. I'm like,
She
shit.
looking nervous. I know she looking nervous.
I'm not looking
No, I'm
nervous.
talking about her.
She looking
I got
Because
the money.
if bro can't bring you that wallet, she
Yeah.
got some sad
shit,
singing
I want to
flowers
see what
bringing
she
to talk
gonna
about.
do. I want to see what she gonna do because if she's like, she's gonna look at me. All right,
We gonna be
pay this
scared.
shit, but this
This the
last
last
time
time.
we
Yeah,
talked.
fact.
Because you're not communicating with me. You assumed some shit, jumped on it. You didn't say nothing to me. It's still a barrier of communication. Even though you assumed that niggas are me and that you still have a okay. So what you getting? You feel me?
At least
So
that.
That's
what
me.
fucking me up?
I'm
Shit
too
wasn't a
considerate
purse.
for
I said, hold
people.
on. Let me go outside and see if I can get in contact with this nigga. I act like my wallet was in the car. Came back with the card, slid the card. I'm like, we gonna have a good night.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I see that you not out here just chasing money.
Mm.
You want to have a good time. You had a good time. We like, oh, I got it.
Nah, I bullshit. I wish.
But and I can respect what that young lady did, but I think that goes also to the fact that us as men, we can be as dominant as y'all want us to. Yeah. But it be sometimes when we may be fucked up, but we know or we want to feel that y'all got our back. And bro basically said that despite all, she really had his back. So that's really what it is. We can be as dominant as y'all want us to, but sometimes, man, we gonna be fucked up too, though.
I'm not speaking for all women.
Yeah, because that ain't me.
No, I'm not saying y'all.
No.
That's why I said women.
That's why I'm not pressed. I'm not pressed because y'all ain't talking to me.
I don't want to sit here and group y'all into that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Some women that I have encountered.
No biasness.
You say we can be as dominant as they want us to be, but some women can't handle that dominance. Yeah. And I don't know if it's because they want to be dominant too. Or it's like butting heads. When I don't have to be dominant.
When I say that, I'm saying some women accept because some younger women, I'm talking about 21, 22, 23, ask for what Papa used to bring, but your Papa been dead. So you don't even know.
Bro, what?
You don't even know. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny, but you ain't really.
Facts,
that's facts, though. You asking what your papa used to give, you ain't even known him.
died in 86. You
ain't even known him.
Oh, you know his name.
You 16, he died 4-5 years ago, right when puberty first started for you. So really, what did you want from a man, or what you asking for?
Come on.
Yeah, talk your shit.
Nah,
am I wrong?
I'm not.
Am I wrong?
Is he wrong?
Am I wrong?
Is he wrong? I want to know.
See,
I'm not. I'm about to say I'm not. That's not.
I mean, I know that, but I'm saying like.
And then me and my dad were really, really close.
But you knew your dad for a while.
Yeah, but you talking about for the people
you
that
had a great example from a dominant man, from a strong man, from a good father, from all the other qualities and adjectives that gave him that title of my dad was a good dad. Some of these young women are basically saying, I want what Papa had.
So hold on, let me say something. I'm glad you said that because I had this conversation.
Talk your shit.
Too.
Come on.
A lot of motherfuckers compare to their grandpa or to their whoever. You feel me? I'm not saying don't have goals or don't have, okay, I want this trait. I want him to be.
Because I know it's possible.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But don't compare apples to apples.
That's what I'm saying.
You're going to always be let down. Because everybody, you see your grandpa a certain way.
Can't everybody be your good uncle?
You know what I'm saying?
The fuck?
Your good uncle might not be a good nigga, but you're a good nigga to you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like I'm that nigga that he really is, but you don't see him as that. You see him as, oh, I love Pawpaw. I love you. No.
That shit is facts. It's fuck because I don't even want to say too much, but we got a family member that everybody say this other person acts like, which if you think about the real shit that this person acts like,
maybe
it's not
it's
not the good shit, dog. It's the aggressiveness, it's the disrespect, it's the shit like that. So you just see, and everybody don't know that shit. Everybody like, oh, he remind me of him. Well, like, all right, well, y'all don't know him. Mm-hmm. So yeah, he do remind us of him, but not all of the good him. Mm-hmm. The bad him too. All of him. Yeah, like.
Come on, I'm waiting on you.
I'm
waiting on you.
Big Trent?
Nah, I was gonna say, number one, I'm not talking to dudes because men regulate dudes on this one. I'm talking to young ladies on this one. But don't say you want a man a certain way when you never had an example of a man, good or bad. Listen, you can have a father and he's a bad one, or uncle and he's a bad one, but at least you know what not to do.
That's me.
You know what I'm saying? But or
say that because a lot of women don't know if they have a good or bad representation of.
Oh no, I know I've had a bad representation.
That's what I'm saying. My point is to those males in your life, right? Let's be realistic. You know if somebody's a decent person, because. When we get older, we know, like, as males, if our mom was a good mom or if she wasn't, based on our interaction with women as we start going around.
Because okay, say you female look up to her daddy, right? Her daddy in her eyes can be, that's the best daddy ever had, right?
But he a drug dealer, he killed people.
He a fucking crackhead out here smoking dope. But she don't know that. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, it's what... That's why I said you can't compare.
What I said was no. But now I get what you said. But what I'm saying, this is for ladies who've never had a male influence in their life, which is a lot of, because a lot of males currently don't have male influence. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to put the pressure of Disney on something that never existed on somebody who's in your face that's right here with you. You know what I'm saying? It's similar to guys that watch pornos, right? And then you get...
Where's this going? Where's this going? No, listen to what you're going to say. Listen to what you're going to say.
It's similar to guys who watch pornos and expect a 18-year-old version to do what this 30-year-old MILF did.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't... That's what I just said. This nigga, comb your beard, nigga.
He is not listening.
You nappy face, nigga.
It's because you said men look at porn first.
That woke you up.
I'm gonna say women.
That woke you up.
I apologize.
Damn.
Do something about that shit, nigga. Fuck, it's clean, nigga.
He
Do
dropped
something.
the comb on you, boy.
God damn. I'm just sorting through it.
I apologize. That was personal.
Yeah, I ain't
I
gonna
got
lie.
you,
You took that. You took that one.
That's all right, man. Hey, I don't. Hey, it
Took that
ain't your
one
fault.
hard.
Hey, now everybody graduated high school. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
But look, we here now. Okay. But no, my point to say this is that because I know a lot of women, they like some decent women. I ain't gonna say they good because I don't know them like that, but I know for a fact you ain't fucked up like in this aspect. You know what I'm saying? Because it should be worse, but you somehow made it through that haven't given themselves the opportunity to even attempt to be happy in a relationship, period. Because they have this idea of a person they think they should be with. Whether they measure up or not, you still stuck on the idea of a person. And I've seen women 40s and 50s holding on to this idea. And you just alone, like you miss an opportunity. And here's the thing: if you don't use it, you'll lose it. So if you just don't date nobody, you just not gonna know how to cohabitate or interact with anybody.
I'm stuck in the middle. Can I say I be stuck in the middle?
Well, at your point in life, you might be for real. Like
yeah, because like now I'd rather not date.
Careful.
But I'd rather not date. But it's just like because, like you say, don't have expectations for people. Like kind of just date. Well, men lately, or like this been my biggest problem is like you set expectations for yourself in the beginning. So here you want to act like you can call and text me all day or frequently for 2 weeks, and then that shit just dead after that.
Hold on, I get the answer. Earlier, I said test him in a respectful manner. You know what you're just saying? You're saying he needs to learn to be consistent. The moment he starts being consistent, you give him a chance and ask him, hey, what's going on? If he ain't got a sensible answer, you know what you do? Remove
Nigga
yourself.
told me I was being negative just for wanting to have that conversation.
No, listen.
That's why I remember.
Let me say something.
No, listen. Actions speak louder than words.
Let me say something. You hit the nail on the head, right? And I want women to really hear me, right? I don't bash men, I don't bash women, but I do not like fuck niggas, I do not like fuck bitches. You hear me?
Period.
Because in my circle, I'ma hold my people in my circle to me, to my accountability, right? So I'm gonna say this. We all said it just a minute ago. A person gonna make time for what the fuck they want. You hear me? So if you come into a man, and if you out here and you feel a certain type of way, get off the fucking podcast. I don't give a fuck. If you talking to a man and shit go out the window and it's like he throw negativity at your way, or it's like, okay, I see if he trying to explain himself and his explanation is negativity. But if he just saying some negative shit like, oh no, that's this and that nigga ain't for you. That nigga got other bitches. I'm gonna be honest with you.
And I move around.
You know what I'm saying? So this is my thing, like how he was saying. A lot of people don't have a real representation, or they have this fairy tale of what he said, Disney vision of relationships and men, how life should go, all that shit. Everybody want to be a princess, everybody want to be a king. That's bullshit. Because half of you bitches ain't finna be no princess, half of you niggas ain't gonna be no king. Right. So you, instead of living to this aspect, I want my men and women, I don't give a fuck, my black men and black women to have a basis, like, okay, this is what I like, this is me, this is how I want to live. You know what I'm saying? And you don't find somebody that make you happy. Nobody is responsible for your happiness. When somebody else is responsible for your happiness, you'll never be happy. Yep. So you need to find somebody that adds to your happiness. So if you happy already, and this nigga make you laugh and you good and you got butterflies, that's a goal. If you upset, if you always mad and this nigga make you laugh and giggle, give you butterflies, that's a keeper. Same way, vice versa. Don't sit here and have this fucked up expectations just because your neighbor, your cousin, your sister, your mama, whoever the fuck, then you find this man that you think that's so perfect because their relationship is not perfect. Every relationship that you think is perfect got a whole bunch of
They just
skeletons
keep that
in the
shit
closet.
private.
You know what I'm saying? And the shit that is not private, you saying, oh, this one fucked up ass relationship.
Right.
No, they probably have an average relationship. You just know all they fucking business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You should never compare yourself to anybody. It's like I think it's we see that movie exactly. We see that movie Meet the Joneses, and we realize that the Joneses was somebody totally different. Yeah. Because see, one thing about two things for sure in life, Walmart don't worry about what Target got going on.
Fuck no.
They got their package.
I don't mean to cut you off, and I don't mean to be negative against anything, but my little 10 year on this planet, only thing I compare myself is to me.
Your past you.
I compare myself to my past, present, and future where I think I'm gonna be at. I compare where I'm at to all of those.
To them, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But boom, boom, boom. So because the only reason I say I compare myself to those is because I reevaluate and see if I have any growth, any more knowledge, or anything else going on in my life. It's dead. I'm gonna put it in the charger. So
I wanted to add to what you're saying, Vic. Look, that's not to say that having a reference point is bad. You should have a reference point to know, what you're measuring up to, but that's not the same as comparing. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Because people like to say, be yourself and blah, 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 but don't give you an example of what to do or how to do it. There is a difference between having a reference point and then comparing yourself. Nothing is exactly the same. That's why you should have a reference point. But don't try to imitate something that's, you know what I'm saying? Not
Be realistic.
Yeah, be realistic about it.
See, so what's fucked up? Social media got so many people fucked up, they don't know what realistic is.
Exactly.
They don't know what realistic is because they think realistic is going on trips, going to Cabo every week.
That shit does not happen
That
for a
shit not
real
real.
life person
I didn't know
all
so
the
many
time.
people that went bankrupt because they taking these trips just to flex on Instagram. That
No,
shit
fuck
fucking
that. I
stupid.
cancel a plane ticket in a minute if I need to
I'll
go.
post some shit on Instagram for promotion. I might post some kids. I might post some shit. I'm like, shit, I look fly today. I'm gonna put this picture on here one time.
Yeah,
but I'm not the type of nigga that's you finna know everything about my motherfucking life because I don't want you to know everything about my motherfucking life because I'm scared. I'm paranoid.
Right.
If you know where I'm at, nigga, oh shit, nigga, I just made a post. Who is these niggas just ran in here? You know what I'm saying? I'm not that type of nigga. I don't want you to be like, I don't want you to look at my life and be like, I want that life because I don't want you to know my life. I want you to see me and forget me. You see me, I tell a few jokes, oh, he was a funny guy. And then you see me another time, where I know you from? I don't want you to remember my name.
You don't want me to know too much.
You know what I'm saying? Because my life is not your life. You shouldn't know nothing about my life. Only people know anything about my life is people that's in my circle.
Seriously.
No, that's right, 110%. And it goes back to what I was saying. Walmart don't worry about what Target got going on. They set their prices and they leave it at that. You know, so you set your price.
They actually do. Walmart do because they had them
Yeah, they match.
Them rollback specials.
Yeah, but I'm gonna match your energy, damn it.
That's because of Target be fucking them up. Like, we gonna roll this shit back. We gonna roll it back.
Hey, that's what you call a reference point.
Yeah, we gonna see where we at. You know, we can match it a little bit.
This much.
Let me
Don't
go
worry
steal
about it.
some.
Let me put a little bit more because see, you say that, but also even on the top end of it, Walmart will match that price and be like, hold on, they doing a little bit more over there. We could put ours a little bit more too. So even with that, Walmart don't worry about what they got going on. You set your price and you leave it at that. Don't compare yourself to nobody. Don't let anybody.
So hold on. Let me rephrase it. So basically,
cool
what you
when
saying?
they do it.
So basically, what you
follower.
saying? I'm gonna say it for them niggas out
Fuck
here.
'em.
So what you saying is, don't give a fuck about what the next man doing.
Exactly. Don't worry about what the next guy going on.
That's it.
Popcorn.
You got one more thing, or we getting out of here?
I'm good. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all.
You
Coming on.
got all the hot shit. If you got one more thing, we getting out of here. You got something?
All right, y'all.
I'm gonna give everybody a shot.
I'm
you
cool,
got something?
bro.
You got something?
Yeah, we
You got
cool.
something?
We
You got something?
cool.
Cool. This is after hours.
Everybody.
Hey, we gonna have to have you on here next week.
No, for real.
Appreciate
I
you.
like talking to you. For
Appreciate
real.
you. Or y'all could come to my podcast on Thursdays, Table for One, right here in the same spot.
Okay.
You got one
See?
more?
Yeah. Like it's no. It's a little bit later. It's like 8. It's like 8. That's a bit. That's a bit.
Hell yeah.
Because you always doing shit. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. No, I wasn't saying that like y'all won't. I was just saying, we got them same topics. Y'all come pull up.
Yeah, that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
We need to
Whole lot of games.
We need to do a
I
joint
ain't know last
venture.
time.
You heard me? We need to do a joint venture.
That's the thing. Either way it go.
3 is a party, ain't that what they said?